Hasen was thrilled to see Qin Shan moving away. A storm of katana strikes poured on the lady as blade storm was fully brought into play. Each strike was faster than the last. Qin Shan was forced to defend herself and had no chance to attack. Hasen knew well that Qin Shan was nimble. He had been practicing ghost hunt for a long time now and had improved a lot on his footwork. However, he had never been able to get close to her in any combat except for the first time when she had underestimated him. Sure enough, Qin calmly dodged all the strikes Hasen made calmly as if she were dancing. Meanwhile she fought back from time to time with grace. None of it mattered to Hasen. He hacked the katana at her regardless and worked both Bladestorm and Jadeskin to the maximum. A coolness gushed in his veins like a spring and activated every cell in his body. Qin Shan quietly warded off all attacks from Hasen. She was very confident in herself. It took her a few years to finally get to the first stage of atomic fission. With her current Geno points and beast souls, Qin Shan believed that she could become the chosen this year, and even the first place was not impossible. Atomic fission was an advanced hypergeno art, which could fortify all body parts, as suggested by its name. It was close to the root of all hypergeno arts and could produce long-lasting power that improved one's physique significantly. It would be the perfect hypergeno art if it wasn't so difficult to get started. Qin Shan had started to practice atomic fission under her family members' guidance since she was a toddler, but her progress had been slow. Now she had practiced it for 2 decades and she just got to the first stage a few months ago. Yes, just the first stage. But she had made a leap in her strength already with the first stage. 20 years of practice did not go wasted. Once she got somewhere, her improvement was skyrocketing. Even Son of Heaven, who was on the same level as she, was easily defeated by her this year. It wasn't that Son of Heaven was weak, but that she had become too strong after getting to the first stage of atomic fission. Qin Shan believed that she could definitely reach the top this year and dollar wouldn't be an issue. Qin Shan wasn't even thinking about winning or losing, but how to win dollar to better impress him. Qin Shan did not care about the storm of blades. As fierce as it looked, it couldn't hurt her. She only felt it was a bit troublesome as she didn't want to kill dollar. If you like driving, I'll let you drive. I will wait until you are so completely exhausted that you can't even move your arm. By then I will still be calm and appreciate your despair. Qin Shan smiled and dodged another strike, thinking, as long as you lose to me this way, you will think I am invincible and never dare to fight me again. Qin Shan intended to burn Hasen out. The way Hasen wielded his katana would consume his strength fast. Each strike brought all his potentials out at the cost of his stamina. For Qin Shan's atomic fission, stamina was one of its key strengths. A metaphor would be that a nuclear power plant was much more efficient than a coal-fired power plant. As Qin Shan kept avoiding Hasen's attacks, she was patiently waiting for him to be worn down. The blood of the audience was set afire. Hasen's katana was swift and fierce, and Qin Shan's dancing was ethereal and elegant. Their movements were so fast that they became a blur. It was indeed a great match. And in the eyes of ordinary people, Hasen was chasing Qin Shan and seemed to have the upper hand. Cheers of dollar could be heard from time to time. It seems that the champion in steel armor shelter would be someone else this year. Of course, dollar is absolutely invincible. Ha, men are the master of this world. Tremble, women. Quote. Yang Manly curled her lips with disdain, looking like a goddess who didn't deign to argue with the mortals. Son of Heaven was even more scornful. He had experienced how strong Qin Shan was. He had always known about atomic fission. If he had wanted to learn it, he could have, but as it took at least 2 decades for someone talented to get to the first stage, he chose not to. Indeed, everyone knew that this was a great hypergeno art, but few dared to practice it. No one wanted to put 2 decades into a higher geno art that they didn't know would work or not. If one failed, one would not even have a chance to start over with a different hypergeno art. Son of Heaven hadn't had the courage to practice atomic fission, and regretted it now that he saw how well Qin Shan was doing. Son of Heaven. It looks like Qin Shan was in trouble. She was continuously under attack, a young man in Son of Heaven's gang said nervously. Son of Heaven twitched his mouth and replied, "What do you know? Qin Shan has got to the first stage of atomic fission and she is basically impossible to beat. Although Dollar was attacking, he will soon lose his strength to even lift the katana. His loss would be miserable. So that's what it is. How experienced and knowledgeable you are." The young man quickly kissed up to him. But next to them, another young man commented abruptly, "Keep silent if you don't understand it. Don't you have any common sense? Men are simply stronger than women. And it will be Qin Shan who is worn down first." Son of Heaven was provoked to wrath. But he paused when he saw the young man's face. It was the young master named King who had once hired Hassan as his bodyguard. Yuan and the rest of the group were also there. King, Son of Heaven gave a hollow laugh and explained, "There are differences between men and women. But those differences were negligible. Dollar's stamina is far worse than that of Qin Shan who had reached the first stage in atomic fission. I believe in half an hour, Dollar wouldn't even be able to wield his katana. How come I can't see that?" King was not convinced and said, "My father told me that women are inferior to men. I know that Dollar will win and that woman will definitely lose." Son of Heaven smiled with confidence. "King, no need to debate. We will see what happens in half an hour. You will find out who is right at that time."